Hello, Astralites. Welcome one and all to another live reading of Pinstrike, the Striped Savior. And we are on chapter 4, which is called A Villainous Deed. Present day, where it had been Christmas season. Star Moon was snowing with blue snowflakes. And Bo was living his life to the fullest as best he could. Even though he was spending the last 5 years attempting to catch his father's murderer. He heard about what happened to reporter John Tracy and realized he needed to proceed with caution. Bo had a collection of newspaper articles from John Tracy attempting to write for his actions against Star Moon, to corrupt officers distributing Moonlit. They all had a connection. Bo just needed more substantial evidence. Meanwhile, at Kendo Tech Industries, Dr. was hard at work, supervising her coworkers. Walking alongside her was her assistant, Judy Hershey, a slender Caucasian woman with raven hair and brown eyes. In her early 20s, who felt close to her mentor, Lillian, as if they were the best of friends. She graduated at the top of her class from Blue Cloud University, a school that was named after the town itself, located outside of Star Moon with a master's degree in engineering and a bachelor's degree in advanced computer technology. Are we making progress on a new project, Judy? Asked Lillian. The new project was a state-of-the-art programming known as SciScan, which was going to be used for the forensics team, not only at Star Moon Police Department, but precincts nationwide. SciScan was used while forensics were out in the field in order to detect means of evidence right where they stand. The project was created to reduce a substantial amount of time waiting on results to return. Lillian came up with this project a week after she heard about the autopsy report from Jax Wild. She believed that no one should have to wait as long as she had for a report on a loss of a loved one. SciScan was a portable scanning device for any source of evidence that was linked to crime occurrences. It was to look as if it was a palm and mechanism showing results of well-known substances as well as unknown. Lillian and Judy were working on the prototype using a wireless barcode scanner that was able to connect to the back of a cellular phone. Judy responds, "We only have 1 or 2 kings to extract from it, but aside from that, the prototype should become fully functional." Lillian exclaims with joy, "Oh, wonderful news, Judy. What would I do without you? Soon enough, we'll be able to do a test run and eventually put all grieving families at ease." Judy smiles as she was glad to receive recognition from her supervisor. "I'm always here for you, Dr. Kendo." "How long have we known each other?" asked Lillian. 3 years now, Dr. Kendo," Judy replies. "And throughout all of that time, I have asked you to call me Lillian," she said. Granted, Lillian was a highly respected doctor and the co-owner of Kendo Tech. She was much like Bo. She wanted to feel normal like any other person. "Yes, I know, but it seems strange having to go by a first-name basis with someone who signs your paychecks," says Judy. Lillian laughs. "Fair point. I just feel close to you like I do with my son Bo or his friend Hime." Judy feels compelled to ask a personal question. "How is Bo doing these days?" Lillian replies, "Oh, Bo is Bo, I suppose. I just wish he would come to work with me and not have to live downtown. It's just so dangerous over there. I mean, I know he can take care of himself, as can my brother-in-law George, but her mother worries." On the upside, it feels good to smile and laugh freely again. Judy replies in a somber tone, "I can't imagine how difficult it must have been to lose your husband, Lillian." "Well, at least I no longer... If that's not progress, then I don't know. Part of me believes that Kame's death was preemptive. I just wish I knew who did it. Mostly why. I suppose I will never know for sure, Lillian responds. Lillian and Judy continue to walk around the building, observing and supervising. The Kendo Tech Industry building was 10 stories tall, full of pride, respect, dignity, and inventions that no other scientist dared to dream. The Kendos were in awe of all that they have accomplished. Little did Lillian and Judy know that there was a spy in the building, eavesdropping on them from a distance. She appeared to be a young woman with flat raven hair and blue eyes, wearing goggles and a lab coat, as though she was another Kendo Tech representative. Who was this mystery woman? Was she working for Mayor Webb as another part of his plan? Was she to eliminate Lillian as Patrick did to Kame? Time will tell soon enough. Later that night, Bo drives to visit his mother at her residence in the Upper East Side of Star Moon, at what had also been his childhood home. Bo pulls up to his mother's driveway in his mint green Tesla. He loved recycling and conserving the environment. Bo exits the car, walks up to the door, and rings the doorbell. Lillian answers the door. Bobo, hi honey. Lillian gives Bo a kiss on the cheek and a big hug. Bo replies, Mom, I've told you infinite times not to call me that. Lillian laughs. Oh, hush. Living with your uncle, I know it's not anything healthy. Bo chuckles. Fair point, Mom. I guess I could use some grub, says Bo. Lillian replies, That's good because I'm cooking anyway. Potatoes au gratin and plant burgers. Sounds tasty, Bo says. Well, it was yours and your father's favorite, says Lillian. What is there to wash down this delicacy? Asks Bo. Open up the fridge, top shelf, says Lillian. Bo presses the button on his mother's Arctic Wolf 3000. As it slides towards the left, and on the top shelf was a 4-pack of Cosmos Dragon White Tea. It was a beverage manufactured in the town of Blue Cloud by Joel Chan, a middle-aged Chinese man who was the proprietor of a factory called Blue Dragon. Bo only drank this tea on special occasions. Bo's in awe when he sees his all-time favorite beverage. Ha ha, sweetness, exclaims Bo. What's the special? Before Bo could finish his sentence, he realized that his birthday was coming up in a week, which fell on Christmas Day. No, we already talked about this, Bo says in disbelief. Lillian replies, I know what you said, but honey, we need to move on with our lives, says Lillian as she turns off the stove. Birthdays and Christmases haven't been the same since Dad died. Anytime I celebrate either occasion, it's just a painful reminder of how good things used to be. And I can't keep going through the motions, Bo exclaims in frustration. Come here, Bo, Lillian says as she gets him to walk with her towards the couch. Sit down. Now look, I get how hard the past 5 years have been, but Bo, there's not much more we can do but live our lives and be the best versions of ourselves that we are now. Your father would tell you the same thing if he were here. Bo wanted to be angry, but deep down he knew his mother had a point. He knew he couldn't let his emotions get the better of him. You're right, I'm sorry. I just miss him a lot, Bo says as he calms himself. Lillian replies, as do I, son. He did leave you one last gift for your birthday. He did this for you sometime before his passing. Lillian gives Bo a mint green gift box, being Bo's favorite color. Bo opens the box, and what was inside of it seemed to be a white raindrop watch on a mint green magnetic band. Knowing how much Bo loved the rain, Bo is at a loss for words once he sees his gift. I knew you'd love it, honey, Lillian says with a content smile. Bo remembers why he loved the gift graciously. Dad always knew how much I loved the ring. He would tell me that it was a symbol for purity and peace, much like my heart and my mind. Lillian smiled. Your father always had a way with words. One of the many reasons I fell in love with them. I will cherish this forever. Thank you, Mama. Bo says with honor and pride as he hugs his mother. The Kendos eat their dinner, sharing good stories and reminiscing about their lives. The night gets darker as Bo says goodbye to his mother. All right, Mom, I'll see you next time, says Bo as he exits the door. Lillian begins to worry. Oh, I really wish you would stay the night. I don't know why you insist on living downtown. That's where most crimes occur. Bo tends to ease her mind. Mom, I'll be safe and be sure to let you know the moment I get home. Besides, excuse me, Uncle George needs me at the shop. Plus, living downtown, I feel like a regular guy and not some small rich kid. If that were true, you'd trade in the Tesla for something more practical, Lillian says in a sassy tone. Bo laughs. Well, I don't mind spoiling myself a little bit, says, continuing to put his mother at ease. As much as Lillian was son living in a dangerous territory, she understood. Even before Patrick Webb was elected mayor, downtown was still considered a shady neighborhood. You promise me the moment you get home? Lillian asked to settle her nerves. I promise. As soon as I get through the doors, I will call you. Bo replies. I have to get going now or else Uncle George is going to start worrying. Okay, give me some love before you go, Lillian says as she gives Bo a hug and a kiss. All right, now go on and be gone. Get home safe. I love you. I love you too. See you next time. Bo replies as he gets in his car and begins to drive off. Lillian knew Bo could take care of himself, but at the same time, she did not want to risk losing him as she lost confidence. Unfortunately, the worst was about to come Lillian's way. It was dark and empty at City Hall, which happened to be a titanium silver 7-story building which had clear glass on every corner, except for the mayor's office, which was corner side and had tinted windows instead. An SMPD police charger pulls up to City Hall as a corrupted policeman who went by the name of Eugene Ford entered City Hall with a spare key that Mayor Webb created for him. The automatic sensor lights come on as he entered through the doorway. Being that he was an SMPD official, no one suspected anything out of the ordinary, especially during the mayoral election. He was the same officer who had been hired to sabotage the mayoral election, ensuring Patrick Webb's victory and becoming Star Moon's mayor. Officer Ford walks up to the elevator and enters inside, pressing the button to level 7, where a villainous plan was about to take place. He exits the elevator, walking towards Mayor Webb's office, which was directly at the end of the hallway. There was no doorknob to open from, as Mayor Webb's office had a hand-scanning panel, alongside with a video camera built inside to see who was on the outside of the door. It was located on the right-hand side of the door, where only the mayor had access. The mayor's office door had opened before Officer Ford could knock. Officer Ford enters the office as the lights were dim, along with 2 characters. Hang on. The first character had been a dark, mysterious figure that stood behind Mayor Webb's desk, wearing a black dress shirt with the sleeves buttoned above the elbow, black slacks with a black belt, a blue necktie with a blue vest, and black dress shoes along with a black and blue kabuki mask with a distorted voice modulator installed within, along with the initials that read DT in silver lettering embroidered on the forehead of his mask. The letter T came down directly across the letter D. Who was this mysterious figure brooding, and why was he in City Hall? Could he be in cahoots with the mayor, Patrick Webb? All things would become clear soon enough. Sitting on the right side of the dark, mysterious figure was a young lady. She appeared to be the same young lady who was following Lillian at the Kendo Tech building. They apparently had dastardly plans not only for the Kendos, but the entire city as well. Hey, DT, how's it going, boss? Officer Ford says as he informally greets the masked figure. Then he turns his attention to the young lady. What's up, sweetness? Gives him a stink eye expression. She has red hair and blue eyes. The mysterious figure begins to respond. Sit down, Officer Ford. The mysterious figure says in an unpleasant tone. Officer Ford takes a seat as the mysterious figure continues. You know that boy who died from an overdose on Moonlit? Officer Ford responds, Yeah, the Williams kid. What about him? The mysterious figure goes on. Word that I'm receiving is someone noticed a policeman distributing the product to a minor, without my consent, no less. Officer Ford replies, That could have been anyone, boss. The mysterious figure responds, The man they described was in relation to your character, Officer Ford. Whether you claim it was or wasn't you is irrelevant. I cannot have anyone, be they a citizen or even an armed force of the law, discredit the mayor or myself for that matter. Before the mysterious figure continues, he slowly turns around and leans forward towards Officer Ford. The mayor is crucial to my plan in taking Star Moon to its true and full potential, and I cannot afford any liabilities. Do we have an understanding, Officer Ford? The mysterious figure asks. Understood, sir. Won't happen again. Officer Ford replies. The mysterious figure opens out his hand, letting Officer Ford know that he may vacate the premises. Officer Ford gets up from his seat, begins to walk backwards as he opens his arms and asks, No hard feelings, right, DT? The mysterious figure stood silent with his arms behind his back. As Officer Ford turns around halfway to the door, the mysterious figure takes a look at a smartwatch on his right hand, where there seemed to be a knife emoji with arrows next to it. As the mysterious figure presses the emoji, a small kitchen knife with a straight-edge blade that had the DT initials embroidered on the handle came up from the desk silently and launched the knife straight into Officer Ford's back. Officer Ford falls to the floor, choking to his death. The contraption returns to the inside of the desk. The mysterious figure walks up to Officer Ford's body, kneels down, and then goes on to say, Like I said, I cannot afford any liabilities. The mysterious figure then grabs the knife before pulling it out to say, And another thing, my name is Death Trap. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far, because it gets a lot better.
Don't stop.
I'm not stopping, I'm just thirsty.
Okay.
Chapter's not even over yet.
Okay.
The mysterious figure, now known as Death Trap, pulls the knife out of Officer Ford's corpse and walks back to the desk, placing the knife upon it. The knife is sent back within the confines of the desk automatically. The young lady comments on the incident. Too many backstabbers in the world today. Death Trap responds, then calls the young lady by her name. Her biological name was Athena Sky, student to Death Trap and all-around misfit. Her villain moniker was Malice. Death Trap responds, Indeed, my dear. Tell me, Athena, what have you learned about Lillian Kendo on your assignment? Athena replies, She somehow suspects that her hubby's death wasn't an accident. Athena had been sent to spy on Lillian just in case she had discovered the truth about Kame's death. Deathtrap did not want to take any chances. Deathtrap replies, which means she's getting closer to finding out what really happened to Kame. I want you to send a message to Lillian Kendo. Tell her the worst is about to come if she follows up on her husband's death. I cannot afford any risks with my plans. Athena responds, the best playtime is at nighttime. Consider it done, boss. Deathtrap was not yet finished in terms of sending Lillian Kendo his message. One last thing, Athena. This is only a warning to Lillian Kendo. You are to leave her alive, not only as a message to her alone, but the rest of Star Moon as well. Understood? Malice sighs in disappointment. Whatever you say, big guy. Before you go, I have something for you. Deathtrap says as he gives Malice what seem to be thin black and white drink coasters, as a person would use for their beverages. Drink coasters? Why not just six-pack while you're at it? Athena says sarcastically. Deathtrap slowly removes his mask, and who would be hiding behind the mask? None other than the Mayor Patrick Webb. Mayor Webb replies to Athena's remark. There's no need for insolence, my dear. They're a new creation of mine. These coasters are actually three-dimensional carbon-based holograms. Athena still responds with sass. In English, Professor? Have I taught you nothing? Mayor Webb says in slight frustration. These, darling, are holographic warriors with the capacity to follow instructions to the letter. Allow me to demonstrate. Mayor Webb takes two of the trajectories from Athena and tosses them towards Officer Ford's corpse. A bluish-white beam appears as the two trajectories become solidified, looking much like Deathtrap, only in black and white formation. Mayor Webb begins to instruct his minions. You, take Mr. Ford to Star Moon's Pier 66 and dump him in the water. Then take his charger out to the junkyard, but make sure you are not spotted or followed. Immediately deactivate when you are finished with those tasks. He says to the minion on the right. The minion on the right walks towards Officer Ford's corpse and picks it up. Mayor Webb continues to give out his evil. You, cover the blood stains by becoming the same piece of fabric as the carpet. Before their very eyes, the minion on the left walks over to Officer Ford's bloodstains and falls over, landing its body over the bloodstained area, and becomes a clean piece of carpet, removing the bloodstains as if no murder had occurred in the first place. Athena squeals in excitement as she cannot believe what she has witnessed. Ooh, boss man. Mayor Webb smiles in response as he put his hand around her shoulder. This is only the beginning, my dear Athena. Now, suit up, take a few of these soldiers, and go complete your task. But don't take Lillian Kendo lightly. She will not go down without a fight. And remember, no killing. Mayor Webb says as he cannot stress his point enough. I think I can go murder-free for one night. Also, do these things have a name yet? Athena asks as she pulls out her red hair, which happened to be a wig. Athena is Mayor Webb's personal assistant during the day and his deadly assassin at night. She has natural blonde hair with braids on top, while the rest of her hair laid flat in a ponytail. She lives in a condominium complex called Silver Star in northern Star Moon. Star Moon, Mayor Webb replies. Yes, I like to call them holograms. I think it's rather clever, don't you think? Athena responds. Yeah, I guess so. Be back in a jiffy. Athena goes to suit up in the bathroom hidden in a wall behind the desk in the office. She closes the door and places her hand on the right side of the wall. The wall slides to the left, showing her Malice outfit. Her outfit was created with the most highly advanced virtual reality technology. It was a purple corset along with purple fingered gloves that had black lips on both, a purple eye mask with a voice modulator built within that made her sound like a deity. Malice was partial to the color purple, sometimes black, which also included black leather calf-high boots with buckles, a black skirt above the knee, and a black bomber jacket that read Playtime in red lettering on the back. After Malice suited up to do his evil bidding, Mayor Webb gives her a well-thought suggestion on an emergency escape route. If you're at a dead end, give the command to the hologuards. They will provide means of transportation, then vanish into thin air afterwards, much like the bullets in your guns. All you have to say is portal. Malice gives a smirk to Mayor Webb, meaning I can also use them to give me a lift to Lilypad's place as well. I'll be sure to keep that in mind then. See you soon. Malice tosses 2 trajectories and commands a portal from one of the hologuards. Mayor Webb gives her 2 extras, one for backup and one for her escape route, in case anything should happen. She tossed one of the extras for her backup, so she could have 2 henchmen at the ready. If any critical damage came to the hologuards, they would vanish into thin air. Malice leaves through the hologuard's trajectory of a portal to perform her heinous task. Mayor Webb sits at his desk with his mind at ease. He opens his top left drawer to bring out what seemed to be a pair of black and blue full-fingered gloves. They appeared to be the exact same gloves Kame created the night he was murdered. They were custom made with Death Trap's vintage DT insignia. Mayor Webb puts them on and began to steeple his fingers menacingly, as he was in content. He goes on to say to himself, "This city is just the beginning." Meanwhile, at Lillian's house, Miss Kendo was finishing up the dishes her and Bo had used earlier for dinner. Afterwards, Lillian goes up to her room and gets ready to turn in for the night. After she gets into her nightgown, Lillian begins brushing her teeth. A couple minutes later, her cell phone rings on the bedside table. Lillian rinses and spits, sets down her toothbrush, and answers her phone. It was Bo calling to say he made it back safe and sound. "Hey, Mom," says Bo. "I told you I'd call as soon as I walked through the door." Lillian laughs in response. "I never doubted you, sweet boy. Thank you for calling me. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? I love you." Bo replies, "I love you too. Talk to you later. Bye, baby." Lillian says as she hangs up the phone with her son. After she puts the phone down, she's smiling. Remember how she loved being with them. For Lillian, as she looked at the picture, until she began to hear a sound coming from downstairs. Lillian puts the picture face down as she gets up from the bed to check on the disturbance. She begins to walk downstairs as she called upon her automated house assistant by the name of Jeannie, which stood for Genetically Engineered Neurological Interface. "Jeannie, turn on the porch light." Jeannie responds, "Yes, Lillian." The porch light turns on. The porch light turns on. Lillian gets to the bottom of the staircase as she questions the strange activity. She does not see anything or anyone. "Jeannie, turn off the porch light," Lillian says. "Yes, Lillian," Jeannie responds. The porch light turns off. "Maybe I'm imagining things," said Lillian to herself. If only she were imagining things. One of the hologuards comes up and attacks Lillian from behind, covering her mouth and one of its hands so she could not yell for help, and holding another arm behind her back. It was an ambush. Lillian begins to fight back. She elbows the hologuard in the ribs, then flips it over her shoulder and kicks it in the mask for a good measure. Another hologuard jumps out from the shadows and takes down Lillian. Lillian tussled with the hologuard until they got close to the coffee table. Lillian grabs her glass candy dish and hits the hologuard over the head. Both of the hologuards vanish into thin air. Just as Lillian runs to the door to call for help, Malice had summoned one of her guns from her right glove and pointed it directly behind Lillian's head, cocking the hammer. Malice speaks in a deity's voice. Going somewhere? Step away from the door, slowly. Lillian turns around to see who it is as she moves away from the door towards the staircase. Who are you? Why are you doing this? Lillian shouts. I come bearing a message from my boss, Death Trap. He doesn't want you investigating Kame Kendo's death. Lillian replies in defiance. I have my own message. You can both go to hell. Wrong answer. Bang. Malice shoots Lillian in the chest. Lillian falls to the ground, wounded and defenseless. After the bullet shot out, it vanished into thin air, much like Death Trap had told her. Unfortunately, there was still being through the Lillian Kendo as a result. Malice takes out a third trajectory and throws it towards Lillian. The trajectory activates a hologuard. Portal, Malice commands. Malice makes her escape back to Mayor Webb's office. Sirens were blaring as one of the neighbors called in a domestic disturbance. It wasn't too long before the media showed up with their top story. Chuck's son, once more, had the story. I'm standing out a concealed weapon of sorts. Police are not sure what gun the assailant used, but my sources indicate that Lillian Kendo is going to make a full recovery as she is on her way to PAX General Hospital. PAX General Hospital for treatment, while SMPD officials are on search for the culprit. This has been Chuck's son, back to you in the studio. It's unfortunate to say that Mayor Webb's plan has started to come to fruition, leaving more heinous events to occur. I told you guys that would be a good chapter.
I don't want you to stop.
Yeah, I know, but you know the old saying, always leave them wanting more.
That's true. That's true. Well, you have a point there.
Plus, I like spacing out the chapters.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And Juliana, of course, will be joining us on this one.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, to be honest.
Oh, what the
chapter?
Yeah, I thought it was too. But I liked reading it, but I liked hearing it in your voice better. I'm enjoying the book better narrated by you.
I'm sure everybody else feels the same way.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's fun to read it and picture the voices in your mind and everything, but it's better to hear it from the author himself.
As I read this book, I picture the movie version that's in my head, and that's what also kept me inspired to write the book, because I see this better as the movie version than the words itself, because that way you guys can get more of a visual perspective on what I was going for in the book here.
Yeah, I could see a lot of descriptions there. It almost reads like a screenplay.
Yeah, it was originally a screenplay at first, but I was able to formulate all the wording so it can be just a regular book. That way people will be like, oh, this book is so cool to read, rather than, oh, this screenplay is such good wording to it. Like I wanted it to be more of a book than a screenplay because the screenplay would be 10 times better in my opinion.
Well, I could after I read the book by myself, I could picture just auditioning different people.
I have a few people in mind as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anyone in particular, but I could just picture the auditions, just the way that you describe people.
Just Mayor Webb and Death Trap. That I think that's the only one I have trouble picturing. I keep picturing Neil McDonough, for instance, but I'm just like, no, I think he's played enough bad guys for a bit.
Well, I mean, some people will get typecast.
Yeah.
But I mean, they'll bring their typecast to your project. So.
Oh yeah, and whoever's watching this, so far, no views or likes on this one just yet, but
well, I mean, we may have to wait until it's recorded.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So sometimes get those likes up. Get the likes up, please. Please. That's what we need. Likes up.
Because I'm trying to get at least back to where I was originally, like 100 views at most.
Yeah. Well, I mean, besides the views, which we need on this project, he needs the likes. We need to know that you like what he's doing so he can bring you more content just like this. Because we've got the baking, the organic baking, the different types of things, the summertime food, the organic baking. He's got different things going on with that where he does food substitutions, things where he's working with food allergies. He's helping you out, things that kids can make. He's doing a lot of different things here. So he needs that kind of feedback. It's like, well, I know you're going to like him reading the book. I know the book has a lot to offer.
Because the first 2 chapters, when we started this, it now has 30 views within 1 or 2 days.
That's good. But they need you need thumbs up on different videos so you know which chapters, parts of the book were most compelling.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure that if this really is a success, people are going to want more. They're going to want a series.
Right.
Because when something's good, what happens? You want more,
because
right?
I do picture this being a series. I've already pictured what the second book is going to look like and possibly the book after that. I most likely want these to turn out to be movies rather than, because I was more motivated to write the first book. But after the first book, I was like, I'd just rather see the second and third one. I'd rather see those as movies rather than having to write them out.
Right. I mean, they're action films. I mean, of course, I'm the person who likes the business and invention aspect of it. But it's also, I like a good action film. So I'm reading this stuff going, okay, I see costumes. Right. I see character development. I see action. So I'm thinking fights. I like the fights.
Yeah, and I was reading Genie to you guys. That was inspired by DC's Gideon from Legends of Tomorrow. Like she's an AI. She has a mind of her own. She's very helpful. You guys have seen her as a hologram for those of you who watch DC and read the comics and things like that. So that's where I got my inspiration to come up with Genie. She's exactly the same way.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of different aspects I like. This is completely random and off the topic, but I think it's funny that Bo was called Bobo because this is, he's such a strong character, and then you kind of just like shrink him back to size by calling him something silly.
I think that because I didn't want to make the book too dark,
right?
Because even the darkest books and movies, they'll have their little humorous moments, and
right.
I figured I'd just add Bobo as a sort of comedy relief part of the aspect of the book.
Well, every good story has that one like little just like random thing that you're just kind of like, oh well, where'd that come from? I like that. And it's funny because my name is Juliana, and you know what my family calls me? Juju. So every time I read Bobo, it's like, well,
Just
I mean,
add a beat at the end of that.
No, you didn't. That's not where I was going with
like,
that.
now I want candy.
That's not where I was going with that. But again with the movies. No, but I mean, you hear stuff like that, and you're thinking that is something that something that your family would call you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, okay, well.
And I also like that whole what was it? Oh yeah, advanced MacGyver that his Uncle George calls himself, because he can make anything out of nothing basically. And you guys are gonna find out why he's actually like MacGyver. He can make anything out of nothing. You'll see why once we get to it'll be, I believe, Pinstrike's first mission as an action hero.
That's awesome.
Like his debut and everything like that.
I remember as a kid, my friends and I used to watch MacGyver, and we just think it was really cool. And I used to go, what if we knew MacGyver? And my friends were like, yeah. I go, what if he was like our older brother, and he used to like show us how to build things and fix things, and we would just come out of the house every day with just like some new contraption, and we just thought that was the coolest thing. What if he was like a real guy? And I mean, because we're kids and we're just like fantasizing about stuff like that, because you see something like that and you think it's real. You know what I mean? Because that's the era that I grew up in when watching MacGyver. That's, when it premiered on TV. Okay, I'm giving my age away. But, it's just, that was so fascinating, though. It's like, that would be cool if we knew somebody like that. Or if he was a real dude or something. You know what I mean? It was just like, we were fascinated by him. I remember that. So it's kind of nice to have people still be talking about that character and modeling different aspects of that character development in stories.
Yeah, and speaking on that, the biggest thing that his Uncle George will work on, the watch that his late father gave Bo. Well, he gave to Bo after I read that part. That's going to be a crucial invention that's going to come up within the next chapter or so. So just be prepared for that one.
Yeah, I know a little something about the watch. I'm pretty excited for that one. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. When are we going to hear you read that?
Well, like I said, tonight's our last night being in LA. Sad to go home, but oh well. Like I said, the past couple nights or so, I will have to figure out a way to just find some Wi-Fi and be able to continue to read to you guys, hopefully uninterrupted. So I'm still trying to figure that part out, but I will continue to read this book live for you guys.
Yeah, it's been really fun doing this. Believe it or not, Sacramento is really noisy. It's hard for us to find some space where we can quietly do a project. You would really be surprised how noisy it is there, but maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. It's noisy. It's hard for us to make any content there whatsoever. And you're thinking, but isn't Hollywood noisy? I don't know. For some reason, it's easier for us to make quiet content here.
And I believe I want to say between 10, 15 chapters. So that's going to be more than enough content for you guys. That's going to build up my credibility with the views and everything on YouTube. And I'll still explain some stuff of why it happens or what happens in the story as well.
Yeah, I would really get the likes up, tell your friends about this. We're new here, so he's a completely new writer here. This is a new channel. He has all these different things. He bakes, he cooks, he has his own recipes. He does a lot of different things. His food channel is appropriate for children, and we don't get a whole lot of that. So he just does all these different things. If you can just
especially if you're teaching your little ones how to cook, especially if it's like organic stuff and everything, just have them watch the first couple Sensational Delight videos. I made the shorts, so just in case you guys don't want to take too long or it's too hot out and you want something to snack on, feel free to check out those videos as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you can do the things with the kids. They're kids. Their attention spans aren't very long, and the thing is, when I was growing up, my mom always fed us healthy food. So it's like we weren't in love with junk food. We were, I developed a palate for healthy food. So we were eating, we didn't eat any crap. We were eating healthy food all the time. And it's like if kids are introduced to this food that he's showing, these recipes and everything like that, kids will fall in love with healthy food. This is like things they will enjoy making, things they will enjoy making with caregivers, grandparents that they're staying with. People are trapped in the house. This is a fun thing to do. And this is not even the story I'm talking about. This is the other things he does. So, I mean, this channel has so much to offer. So if you could just, besides this, watch his other stuff. There's just, there's so much that we do on here. If you can just, recommend him to friends. There's just always something going on here. And the book is fascinating. And everything else he does is just so interesting.
And
so never a dull moment.
And once I get monetized, when I reach to that point and I start receiving funds from YouTube, I should be able to also accept donations. What I plan to do in the future with said donations is I want to be able to build up so that way when I come back to LA, I'm not 100% sure when just yet. I want to be able to turn this into a reality for you guys. Like, I want to be able to have a startup fund so that I can be able to, hire actors, make this a movie, and show you guys exactly what my invention, because this will actually be worth a substantial donation to make this come to life for you guys. So that's what I want to do after I get monetized and things of that nature.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't forget to tell them about the book availability and the price change and everything like that, because people are having a hard time getting a hold of the book. And,
so
it's more economical and easier to get a hold of now.
So Juliana, being my promoter and everything, this morning she was showing me a better way to attract the readers who want to be able to read this in the comfort of their own home and everything. And I was like, okay, I'll lower the price, because I originally was selling it for $20 on Amazon. She was telling me since this is a startup, I should start off at like $5-6. It's gonna be on sale on Amazon for $5.82. It should be part of Prime. If it's not, I'm not sure exactly how it'll work, but it's available for you guys. It's in stock. I checked earlier myself.
And there are venues opening up where they want to hear you read aloud. So they may want to also read their stories aloud. They may want to use our live stream so they could read aloud. And I said, you know what, we are open to that, but they're interested in you.
Yeah, that actually made a lot of sense there, because I just figured out rather than having me do the live book reading by myself, I could have a I could just be the headliner. I could have a couple of people read off their works, and then when it comes to me, I'll just read one of my awesome chapters that I wrote and just go from there.
I can collect the people for you. Because I've had a couple people talk, and I said, well, look,
that are like that. Oh, I wish I could read my book or read my poetry, something like that, but there's no venue open.
Right, because it's, you know what, if there's something, everybody's frustrated because, you know, once they think they're going to be able to do like a live poetry reading, bam, that venue shuts down, and it's frustrating. So I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to give people a voice. Where, you know, if you didn't mind, we do it on your channel. You know, you like to live stream.
I think I would just have to go to recreational center. I don't think they charge that much for using the park.
I really, you know, I don't think they'd mind at all, as long as it's nice outside. You know, I could, we could do it at the park near my house if you want. And I could just gather a bunch of folks together, see who wants to do something, you know, kind of screen the people, make sure they're not crazy. Well, so I'm sure, you know, some crazy people want to do it. I want to kind of keep the little crazy.
I could use a break from craziness, not just talking about my vacation either.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we ran into this Hollywood, guys. You know, it's like, I wasn't the crazy one this time. It's not like he's trying so hard not to laugh. It's okay to laugh. No, you know, you're crazy when you go on vacation. You're not the crazy one. You look around, they're like, I'm not the craziest one here. It feels good.
But I would just need to get like a wireless microphone or something I can read into so everybody hears me.
I think if you sit close enough here, I think if people are gathered around here, I think it'll be more of an intimate setting.
Because I don't think Barnes and Nobles is doing book readings at the moment.
You know, it's hard to say because we'll be open and then we're shut down and then we're masked and then we're taking the mask off. So it's like, it's very precarious.
Yeah, I think the park would be better because that way you can just be outside. You don't have to wear your mask.
Right.
You can just sit back and enjoy yourselves.
Right. And that particular park by my house, police are always patrolling it. So I doubt anything crazy is going to go down. They're kind of look at us like, oh, what are they doing? But I mean, I've never seen anything seriously crazy go down there. I mean, I feel comfortable taking kids there to play. So
and of course, like, I don't mind if you guys want to record me, upload me on your channels, be like, this author is really something else. You guys need to hear what he reads from his book.
Oh yeah, he does not mind that at all. Yeah, he likes some we like some publicity. So yeah, if you want to do that, I mean, share him. He really does, you know, he's really in for it. Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, thinking about it, like, I'm basically my own version of Marvel, DC, Mark, any one of those. Like, Pinstrike is not the only hero I have come up with.
Yeah, you're versatile. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's obvious you're not going to stop there.
Right.
So, I mean, you know,
I even told him the other night, like, I have a couple other heroes in mind and villains in mind, but that's going to have to wait because I'm still in the middle of the first thing here.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm looking forward to some more. I liked hearing you read it. I liked reading the book, but I liked hearing you read it better, and it just made it easier to understand, actually.
And if you guys want to, feel free to, if you have friends or family, someone you know, they're like, go to his channel, could you just share me the video? I don't mind if you guys share my videos.
Oh yeah, if you obviously not shy, so
I need the exposure.
Yeah, he really. I mean, these are, you know, it's free property. It's you know, it's the internet.
And
so
once I get monetized, I'm gonna start that donation line up so I can get this movie started.
yeah. So you know, we'd love for you to be a part of it.
Also, once I get monetized, I don't have to really work for candy stores.
Yeah,
Just be like, oh, I get YouTube money now. I don't need to work here anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can work for some cool people, but I think at the end of the day, who really wants to work for other people?
I've always been my own boss. I just had a hard time finding a place to start out at, like anybody else, really.
But I mean, I don't know anybody who really wants to work for other people. I mean, it's if I can ask different people. Some people just don't want that level of responsibility. They're like, okay, fine. But then a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of younger people, like a lot of millennials, I ask, they do not want to work for other people. And I'm like, well, how can I blame you? You know what I mean? It's a new way of thinking.
I've been my own boss for 7 years since I first came up with Pinstrike.
Mm-hmm.
It just took me 7 years to come up with straightening out all the details and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that's normal. Like there are authors who would take like a decade or so being able to get their works together. I mean, J.J.R. Tolkien, for instance, you see how big his books are.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh yeah, no, I know people have been doing character development for years and showing me their stuff and saying, hey, what do you think of this? You know, and it's like the same story and the same people.
And I'll admit,
they want to get it just right. I'm like, okay, you know, then they want to do everything.
And right. I'll admit, there are still a couple of typos in my book. Not too much of them though. Like that's why I hesitated when I said Star Moon twice. I was like, oh, did I forget to delete that one before I finished it?
Just pretend you did it on purpose. No, I'm just kidding.
Because then people would just be like, bad writer.
No, but you know, the imperfections are what makes things beautiful, right?
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go with that, right? Things are too perfect, they're no good. It's no bueno.
I mean, guys, you're gonna be helping me get monetized regardless. I mean, I've already got almost 90 views, including this video right here. So, you know, once I get monetized, everything else is gonna change.
Yeah, you need to get the likes up though. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Catch my videos. See what I'm up to. Because I'm probably not. When I get home, I'm probably not gonna just be reading my books. I'm probably gonna be getting other stuff on camera. So just be able to like, subscribe, keep notifications turned on, share my videos. Because honestly, you guys will not regret subscribing to my channel and seeing the genius that I had put into my book. And I'm not saying that. I never say it to brag, because other people have told me of my brilliance. So I'm just trying to share with you guys.
That was bragging.
I wasn't. I was not trying to brag about it, but
I'm such a genius. I say the same things about myself.
You're the one who said it for me. I was like, you are such a smart horse for this book here.
Got a smart horse. May the horse be with you.
That's her little cutesy love phrase, like her name. May the horse be with you. Whee!
He looks like a horse. He does, dude. Look at him. He looks like a horse. I mean,
the reason she always calls me a horse is because I'm a Sagittarius.
But you look at him. Move your hand. Look at him. It's like a horse on.
You even said, you're like the combination of Michael Jackson and a horse.
Yeah. You know how he has a son named Blanket? His name is Horse Blanket. Dude, well, the only fantastic beast around here is you, because you're a horse. I don't even know what that means.
But right now, we're just stalling. We're just, I don't know what we're doing, to be honest.
We're acting stupid, and people are watching us like they're weird. But you like.
I take weird as a compliment.
Me too. You know what the last thing I wanted to be is? Normal. Ew, no, not normal. Oh gosh, if someone called me normal, I'm like, I'm doing it wrong.
Actually, not LA. I think it's Burbank that has all the production in it.
Well, then that's our next stop next week.
I'll most likely have to check on that, but that's after I get monetized, because I got a lot of stuff to do back home, this included. Right now, I had 31 subscribers, but I guess one of them canceled their account, so I'm back at 30, and I'm trying to get at least 50 to start out with.
Yeah, you guys. So please just send some people over here. I mean, we're having all kinds of fun over here, right? I mean, we're like,
because I know you guys enjoy sci-fi, murders, mystery. What I'm reading has all that for you guys.
Well, we also want people over here because we want the thumbs up. We want to know what you like the best about him, so he can expound upon that and do more of that on this channel. We want to know what the viewer wants. So if he's not getting a bunch of subs and a bunch of likes and a bunch of
and I usually
comments, he's not going to know what you guys want, because he's here to entertain you. That's why he's here. He's not, well, he's here to make some money, but I mean, he wants to know.
Because I've been working 9-to-5 jobs since I was in high school. I mean, enough's enough at some point.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, come on. It's like he's had a hard life. I mean, he's talented. He needs to be doing something else. So, yeah, I mean.
And since we're going back home in Sacramento, if this is your first time watching me read this book, if you love sci-fi, mysteries, all that good jazz, just if you see me on the street or if you see Juliana, feel free to say hi to us.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to take pictures, talk to people, sign stuff even. Probably be a first time for that, but
right. And I am Juliana Catacombs from Dark Mass Diva Promotions. So if you need my help or anything like that, and I am the writer of Dark Mass Divas. So if you wanted to ask any questions or anything like that, I'm here. I'm a financial advisor. I do motivational speaking and all that kind of stuff. So if you need my help, just ask. I'm here, and you know what? I'm not doing a whole lot of things right now. So right now is the time to ask for my help. So now is the time. Do not hesitate, because who knows, in what, a year I could be completely busy.
And yeah, and once more, Amazon.com, Pinstrike the Stripe Savior, $5.82. So even if you don't find the book to fruition the way you thought, you're not going to be wasting too much money on it.
Yeah, what is that, like a meal at McDonald's? Big deal.
Like, yeah, I could have bought a Big Mac for this instead of this book.
Right. But I mean, somebody, or you could say, hey, look at this weird book. And just show it. Look at this weird book. And it's like everybody has that weird book on their shelf. It could be this.
And I should mention that the cover, when you're looking for the book, it's going to have the same title, but it's going to have the Amazon Kindle cover. It's going to have like a giant moon on the front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's still the same book. Just click on the book with the moon on it. Mm-hmm. And it'll show you it's on Kindle, and just hit the next one next to it. That'll be paperback, and the paperback will basically it'll look like this. So just hit the right button after you hit the moon cover.
Yeah, show them the back of the book too.
Oh yeah, for those of you who have not seen it yet, It's got a gorgeous picture of me right there.
The genius.
Exactly. And about the author, stuff you can find out about me that I don't usually tell too many people.
Yeah. So yeah, so they know what the book looks like. Let's see what else. What else can we tell people?
Let's see, monetization, donations.
Let's see, we projected into future projects, ways we want to help the community.
Right.
This has been our lifelong passion. So, I mean, both of us, before we even met, we've been seeing each other for 2 years now.
And also,
this has been going on way before we met each other. That's what brought us together. So when we met each other, it's like, wow, we share the same vision. So we've both been wanting to do these things for our whole lives. Basically.
And for those of you who have stuff you want to read, poetries, short books, things like that. Like I was talking about headlining the live reading in the park.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to mention that I will also interview you guys personally. If you ever want to be able to let others know, if you're like me, you haven't been getting too much exposure, this would be my channel to be able to do that. If you come up to me and just be like, hey, Astral, I've been trying to get my poetry out for quite some time. I really want people to remember me for it. What can I do? I will simply say, let me interview you so that we can get this started so other people can see what you had to say.
Yeah. We'll give you a voice. He will give you a voice. This is his channel. I have my own channel. This is his channel.
And the irony of it is I was never always this talkative. I'm only talkative when I'm very passionate about something. I was always that little weird kid who would find comfort in the back of the room in the corner desk there, just observing and everything.
Well, he's an introvert. Well, we're in a situation where the two of us sitting here, he's very introverted. But we're talking about the book. We're talking about,
especially earlier today. I was in my Pinstrike uniform. She wanted me to pass out my business cards on my own, and I stood outside a Hard Rock Cafe just looking foolish. I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Well, I would do my little shopping, right? I'm getting my little souvenirs and everything. I'd come back, looking for food. I'd come back.
I was on my way to sit down. I didn't know you were on your way back.
Oh, well, I was under the impression you were looking for me, like you're using that twin flame telepathy.
No, well, I was. I thought you
just
went
admit
in.
it.
I thought you went in. No, because I thought you went back inside a Hard Rock. I went back inside. I was like, oh man, she's not in here. So I'm just.
Well, you just had this look on your face, like you just. We want to say what the look was like, but you're just like, I'm not enjoying this very much.
I really wasn't, because
yeah,
I'm not used to. I was like, okay, she's my promoter. She should be the one doing this here.
Yeah, well, I'm the extroverted one. I just walk up and talk to strangers, and I guess that's apparently my parents said that was just my MO from day one. I would just walk up and talk to strangers, and they're like, "You are just not shy at all." And I go, "I don't know, I'm just not." And they're like, "You could just, go up and talk to people about anything." And I go, "Yeah."
And we were doing the remainder of the day today. We were just going out, and well, she was anyway. We were both out and about.
Dragging him along, and he didn't like it.
She was basically sneaking off business cards because, some people are like just stiff as a board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the term to say, but just like, oh, no, you can't do that here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're... Oh, okay. Well,
grouchy.
There's words I don't want to use because I don't want to get you in trouble. But yeah, they're uncooperative. And
I was even telling her when we were at Starbucks, because the one back home doesn't really have a security guard, I don't think, but this one did, and I was like, okay, there's a security guard, so you're just gonna have to be careful when you put the cards up.
Well, I mean, there's situations where there are stores where there's a lot of foot traffic, and they don't mind if you pass out your business.
Oh no,
card.
I wasn't talking about that Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
No, I was talking about the one over on the one that was 15 minutes away with the Diamond McDonald's over in that area.
Well, they had like a vision board, and you can put your, well, not a vision board, what do you call it? A bulletin board, and you can put your cards on there. So I put a few of our cards right there. I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, those people like, you know, edgy things.
But yeah,
go in and check it out.
Now that you mention it, yeah, that's the first place we went to was another Starbucks prior to that one. She was putting the business cards in the little holster where they keep the gift cards and everything. And I was like, you should really put it where people can see it when they're coming up on the, because she was saying how much there's going to be a lot of foot traffic.
Well, I had to be all sly about it. I wasn't going to ask if I could do it.
Yeah, I know, because that's why I don't like asking people, because you get no half the time anyway these days.
That's why if you want to do something, you don't ask. You just do it.
That's pretty much why I get in trouble half the time, because I do whatever.
Oh, okay, well, you know, oh, can I put these up here? No, that's against policy. Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to go up and order a drink. And while I'm taking the drink and saying thank you, I'm just going to put the cards there. And what are they going to do? Take the cards away? You know, I mean, they don't notice me putting them there, so few people can take them before they notice them, right?
And I was mentioning on Hard Rock earlier.
Let's stop telling on ourselves now. Thanks a lot.
And, yeah, I was actually mentioning Hard Rock earlier, prior to the whole introvert thing. Juliana went up to one of the store leads, talking about where is a good place where we can just pass out these cards and have people notice the book that my boyfriend here wrote and things of that nature. And she was very chill. She was very nice, letting us know. Because back home, like, security is just gets on my nerves.
yeah. What would you say?
Because that's part of the reason I was nervous to do it. Because I was like, I don't want to get in trouble with security around the Walk of Fame area. But then I'm just like, half those people probably don't even have permits for their venues. I think they can just do it anyway.
You know, the thing is you really think that we are the most evil of all evils there? You know what I mean? We are the lesser of the evils.
No, I know we're the lesser of evils. I'm like, I'm not usually comfortable doing all that.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever you do, I'm going to create a distraction anyway, so you can just do it. I mean, that's what I'm there for. Sometimes you just go, you got to just bite the bullet and do whatever.
I'm just like, it's cool. I can make more business cards at home anyway. I got one that's not laminated.
Well, I mean, what we did was we had a quota to give away a certain amount, to place a certain amount at a certain place. Well, we made the quota and a little bit more. So I'm happy about that. We still have some to give away before we leave. So I will be, you know, giving them away and talking to people on the trip home because that's what I do. So we'll still be doing that. I mean, it's like, I never stop doing that. That's just kind of like, I wake up every day to do things like that.
Monetizing everything. Not only do I want to make get donations so I can start production on this movie version of the book, but I also want to be able to make Sensational Delight shirts as well as Pinstrike shirts.
Yes.
Because another talent that I have is making designs on t-shirts.
Yeah, he does that too. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, he can just do so many things.
And like I said, you guys seen my uniform. It's only the prototype version. I didn't have enough time to imprint the stripes on it just yet, or the double arrow logo just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But
it looked pretty good. I mean, you know, he's walking around. I mean, it's pretty neat. I mean, and I don't mean to say this, but it looked a lot better than a lot of those like established superhero outfits. I mean, I liked it, but maybe it's just, you know.
Well, Pinstrike is a little more dignified. He likes to wear slacks rather than tights.
I felt that, you know, swag of the situation. You know, he wasn't like a tights wearing, you know, little sissy. He kind of like, you know, had the pants and everything. He was kind of, he wasn't, you know, like, he wasn't letting people think he was soft or anything. He just had the slacks, you know, he had it going on. He had the mask, you know, he was just kind of like, he didn't play, you know, so.
The uniform will look a lot better in the movie version, by the way. I keep picturing on how it's actually going to look. Because the straps in the back of the mask go horizontal. I want the movie version to have vertical Velcro straps on it.
I think a lot of the reason why it was hard for you to interact in the costume, though, is because the costume may be a little intimidating. See, these other
I don't think that was it, because I think it was just because that they didn't bother to ask who the character was. That was a main thing. Like everybody saw me walk up and down Hollywood Boulevard, and they didn't bother to ask or even say, "Oh, dude, nice uniform." Well, one or two people did, but not as many as I'd like. Just be like, "Oh, dude, are you like your own original cosplay? Like, what is this you're rocking right here?" Or anything like that. I'm just like,
well, I think if we went to a cosplay type like place, people would be like, "That's really cool." Or we went to a club or something, and you dressed up as him, or you know, then people would just be gathered around like, "That's bad," you know.
Well,
like,
yeah,
they'd like it.
The convention center, the one down the street from your house, they should be rebuilding that.
They are.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, they are rebuilding it. Is what I meant. We should be having more anime cons there as soon as after it's built.
Okay, well then you need to get the outfit, go down there, hand the cards out, do the thing. Maybe some of these people want to be on the show.
And hey, as far as that live reading, I will actually wear my Pinstrike uniform as I am reading to you guys live from the park. I will actually do that.
Oh, that's right. They haven't seen it. Oh, okay. Are you guys following us on Instagram? Because I post pictures of him wearing it. I post pictures of him standing with established superheroes. I post pictures of him.
And if you look back in the description from the first video for chapters 1 and 2, you will see the information I left for mine and Juliana's Instagram and Twitter account. You can follow the pictures on those accounts.
Oh yeah. And if you go on Dark Mass Diva Promotions too through Facebook, you will also post a lot of pictures there and a lot of bands and everything you may find to your enjoyment. A lot of heavy metal and bands and stuff like that. And I do post a lot of vacation pictures with he and I, a lot of projects he and I are working on together. And of course, I will be posting a lot of pictures of him in costume.
And Bo Kendo, if I haven't mentioned it before, or if I had when I was reading the book, I will dye this back black so I can be the, because my black, so I figured when the time comes, I'll just dye it back black so I can be able to be full Pinstrike.
Yeah, you'll be in character.
Yeah.
Well, his hair was this color apparently when he was born. That's what your mom said.
Well, this is supposed to be mint green, but I was blonde, believe it or not, when I was born. And it darkened over the years, so we just decided to just tell the DMV, oh, his hair is black.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people are blonde as babies and their hair gets darker. But, you know, had your mother never told me that, I would have just been like, liar, you know what I mean?
She legit told me she thought I was someone else's.
What? Oh, okay, like a baby switch in the hospital?
It's something like that, yeah.
Okay.
She was like, she was telling me, like, I did not think you were my child. I thought they switched my baby or something.
Well, do you know how blonde genes are very recessive?
Then she's like, you know what? You look so much like your daddy. I'm not even going to doubt it anymore.
Well, no, I mean, I'm naturally blonde, but both of my parents are blonde. I mean, blonde genes are it's hard to find somebody who is an actual natural blonde. But I am, because both my parents are. It's so hard, though. I mean, you know, and he's obviously not white, and he came out with blonde hair. That's just like so crazy. That's insane. I mean, your mom told me that. I was like, what? That is just like incredibly rare. And then you said you're gonna like do your hair blonde, and I'm like, it's gonna look nuts. And then you're like, no, I really was blonde when I was born. I'm like, okay. That's insane that I couldn't believe it. I could not believe
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it is. That's funny. Yeah. So anything else you want to talk about?
Let's see. Free read in the park. Monetization. Think I got everything. I mean, unless you, yeah.
I can't have anything offhand except take advantage of the fact that we're doing this right now. We do things, you know, we're just doing things to help people. We're doing things to grow the channel, to help people, to network with people, and we're both just like the chillest individuals ever. You know, we're not judgmental. We're just chill people. So, and we're nice. I mean, forget what you heard about him. He's really nice. And I'm just
wow.
I'm just joking. No, but
gosh.
No, but we're chill. I mean, we really enjoy doing this together, and you know, we want more people to enjoy what we're doing, and just be able to do something take advantage of the fact that we are all on lockdown. We don't have to stay depressed. We don't have to, you know, keep our talent underlocked also. You know, it's like this could be a whole new era in entertainment and people being able to express themselves. And there's no reason to be depressed about it. We can do this now. This
Express
is
yourself.
Yeah, right. You see, Salt and Pepper over here.
Oh, I was trying to do the original version.
Oh, okay. Well, your hair is all salt and pepper. That's what I was talking about.
Goodness gracious.
No, but I mean, there's just like so many things we could be doing right now. That's so many creative things, many things we could get together and do. I mean, I'm just, you know, it's an exciting time, and it's time to stop being depressed. It's time to stop being scared and talking about the what ifs of everything that's going to go wrong, and you know.
Sensational vibes only, as I always say.
Exactly. And I'm going to say something right now. Turn your TV off. Stop watching the news and turn that TV off.
Because I even read the part in the book for you. Guys, I really don't watch the news. I really think it's manipulative.
No, it is. It's brainwashing. It's propaganda. It's bad. You can go to these
there's more bad stuff than good to report. I mean, goodness gracious.
No, that's the thing about the news is I've had people watch things happen and then there'll be a news report and they'll say the exact opposite, and people go, yeah, that's the reason I stopped watching the news. And you can go to these remote tribes, and these people will like live for like 120 years, and they'll say, well, what's your secret to longevity? And I swear to God, these people will say, I do not watch the news. No, I swear that's what they say. I do not watch the news. And people ask me, why are you so happy? Why are you this and that? And I go, because I don't watch the news. And it's a bunch of propaganda. And I swear it's propaganda turn that TV off. It's a bunch of garbage. Watch us though. Watch us.
Yep. If you guys want to laugh, if you want a good read, watch this channel, subscribe, see what we're up to. Me or myself with featuring Juliana Catacombs, as I have put in the title here. We're very entertaining, like whether we're by ourselves or both of us in the same video. So
right.
And also I wanted to mention the free read in the park. I will also do a Q&A afterwards.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's very open about answering questions, and he's very knowledgeable. So.
I'm like a young Kevin Smith, if you want to put it that way.
Oh, that dude's awesome. I love that dude. He's cool. Okay.
I mean, he's thought of his own. You've seen his movies. You've seen the creativity that that sprouted from his mind. He's one of my inspirations for what I'm doing.
That's good. He's funny. He's funny.
Yeah, and he's also majorly into comic books.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, definitely.
And Kevin Smith, if you're watching this, I wanted to say hello and thank you for the inspiration. I hope you and the family are staying safe right now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Do you have any more shout outs for people?
Let's see. Well, I want to say you, but I figured that'd be too obvious there.
You can shout me out all you want. Oh, I hate attention.
Okay, fine. I'll give you.
I clearly love attention. Shout me out all you
want. That's pretty much the only shout out I can think of.
How about your sister?
Oh, wait, which one?
Rehab.
Oh yeah, shout out to my sister Ray for showing love on my videos, being able to share it. My oldest Shavaka as well. We call her Shy for short. Most of you know her as Queen Shavaka from the Queen's Corner. I think it was a podcast video, if I'm not mistaken. I'll probably have to ask her about it, or she'll most likely message me about it. Either way. And to basically all the Astralites that are been very supportive, liking my videos, commenting, and things like that. So it just because I'm gonna try. Excuse me, I'm getting excited here.
Good. That's what it's all about.
Because I'm gonna do my very best to get videos going every day. If I'm not working, that is, or like after work, I'll just be like, okay, so this and this happened after work, this, that. Pretty much just shooting the breeze, letting you guys know. It's probably gonna be a bit of a video journal, I guess.
Yeah. You know what the best thing about work is? When you're not there. But if this is your job, it's the best thing about it is being there.
I know a quote from a Kevin Smith movie, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
I don't want him getting upset with me.
No, you know what? I know which one you want to say it. Yeah, we're not saying it here. I know it's like I know
most of you guys are like, yep, he better not say it. I know exactly where he's going with that.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm thinking, okay, there's
it's a classic. I don't need to say it.
You guys all know what he means. I know you guys know what he means, but yeah, there's like, okay, I don't think we're supposed to really quote people. I don't think we're supposed to use a certain like set of set of words. I don't think we're supposed to infer certain things.
I'm an unofficial YouTuber, so I don't have certain liability or abilities just yet.
Yeah, well, I think we should watch our P's and Q's and try not to do bad things. I mean, we are.
You mind your P's and Q's now, you hear?
That's right. Mind your P's and Q's. Don't let him get your goat.
He's like, oh my, why does he sound like he's from Georgia?
I know. That was like, you almost sound like Mr. Rogers from Georgia.
Why, hello there, neighbor.
Yeah, see?
I'm just kidding, YouTube. That one slipped out. Just ignore that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. He and I do voices all the time.
I am known for my impersonations. That I crack people up. I'm not gonna do it here. Just take my word for it. I love doing impersonations.
Well, me too. And we'll be watching TV or the movies, and then we'll do voice impersonations and stuff. And I think sometimes people don't like it. But we'll be alone, and we'll like be mimicking whatever voice, like on South Park or something like that.
YouTube's got one of their lawyers probably going like, "Go ahead, say something, something right now.
I know, right?
Say it, I dare you."
I know. Yeah. Well, I don't think we're even on the radar. But I would just be, yeah. But
when I'm live streaming, I feel like I always am. That's why I watch what I say here.
Oh, well, no, we need to. I mean, that's being intelligent. But what I was saying is he and I will sit and we'll use that genius brain. No, but like, dun. No, but I mean, it's, what was I saying? Oh yeah. He and I will mimic all the voices of everything we're listening to because we do voices and stuff. And then I'll realize how childish and obnoxious we are. And then I'll realize, hey, we're doing this together. We aren't bothering other people. That's what's so great about it. And then I'm like, we found each other. We both do this and other people aren't disturbed by it. We could do it on here. What can you do? But just kind of speed us up to the point where, okay, let's get through this. Okay, they're not doing it anymore.
And I have mentioned that I want to make movies and such, be a producer, pro wrestler. John Cena is one of my biggest inspirations for being able to wrestle and everything. And I really hope I get the honor and privilege to meet him, be able to do movies with him. Margot Robbie as well. She makes a spectacular Harley Quinn. And I'm a Harley Quinn fanatic. So anything HQ related, I'm just like...
See, I wear the red like Harley for him today, and like her new movie. So kind of represent, and show them what I got you.
Oh, yeah. Now, YouTube, this is just a present. It was already paid for. She got me a little pop thing here. A little cork gun right there.
Yeah, he's like...
I gotta remember to pay was. I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah, well, me too, because it took me a while.
Paid for that.
Well, just because it took me... No, I'm not gonna like drop mad cash, but I mean, because I don't have mad cash. That's why. But I mean, it's, it took me a while to find it. And then I found it. I'm like, oh, perfect gift. I like to find just the right gift for people. I saw that. I'm like, he needs that. He really needs that.
I bought myself these right here, Harley Quinn socks. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put my feet in your face. I was just trying to show you guys my new socks.
Hey, at least we don't have smell-o-vision. I think everybody should be thanking God right now, or the God of their understanding.
Who in their right mind ever thought of that in the first place?
Well,
introducing smell-o-vision.
That's gross. Yeah, but I mean, no one has to smell your feet. They just got to see your socks.
I like live action as much as the rest of the world, but I'm just like, there's a limit here.
What if they had the 3D glasses and then they saw your feet coming right up? They're like,
it'd be like Catch Your Face from Cry Baby when they were breaking through the movie theater in the men's prison.
Oh, okay.
Just like,
I was like, Astral's gonna kick me in the face. No, you just look at the socks.
I leave my kicking in the ring. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I know once you get in the ring, we're gonna have like coverage on that. We're gonna be showing it on here, hopefully. That might be a while from now though. But if there's some kind of practice.
Yeah, because I want to go to Florida to wrestle, but at the same time, I want to build up some funds first.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have to be working at I don't have to want to be having to work as a candy salesman just to pay for room and board and wrestling school.
Right. Yeah, he wants to be a little more stable and stuff like that. So,
like I said, this is the majority of what I want to do. I want to be able to get paid for talking to you guys and sharing my life with all of you, since we can't do it with most people.
Right. And I know other people would like to do this as well. I mean, it's just kind of like
and right now we're just shooting the breeze because, like I said, it's our last night here. We're just having some fun with you guys.
Did you know that we must have walked, like, how many miles do you think we walked today?
I'd say probably more than 2, maybe.
Oh, at least 3.
At least 3, yeah.
At least 3. And I mean, one of my things is,
3 3/4.
No, but I mean, I'm a distance walker, and I like the challenge of walking up hills and stuff. I really like that. And I don't want to talk about my journey and stuff like that, my health journey, but it's a big deal for me to be able to walk at all. And so just the fact that I can distance walk is a huge deal. I like walking up the hills. I got to walk with him all over Hollywood.
And I saw the most amazing homes up in the hills. I'm just like, oh my goodness. If I'm able to move here, I'm going to live straight up in the Beverly Hills area where I can just be like, you are all my children. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do all that.
Do not scare the fans.
Like, please don't go Freddy Krueger on us. I'll have nightmares after this.
You want people to help us. Don't scare them with your megalomania.
Yeah, because she hates when I just do like this.
Oh yeah, please don't do that to them.
I saw Tyler Perry doing that on Medea Has Neighbors somehow. That's one of the reasons I do. Because I was like, I could not breathe. It was so funny when he was doing it.
Well, some of the faces you make.
Or like Steve-O from Family Matters when he took over Steve Urkel's spirit.
Oh, dude, I love that. Yeah.
He was like, we gotta get out of here. And then he was like, I was like, ooh, that's creepy.
That is creepy. It's like,
speaking of which, I'm sorry. I just want to not wait for Jordan Peele's Candyman. Congratulations for that. Huge fan of yours, and Keegan-Michael Key as well. You guys are so funny. You guys are stepping up your game, doing a whole lot. So kudos to both of you guys. Like, I enjoy watching Schmigadoon. It is so, oh my goodness, hilarious. I'm most likely going to be watching that on the train ride home.
Yeah, no, most likely he's going to. There's no most likely. It's pretty much he just said what he was going to do. So, but when you made that face, it's just kind of like that's a whole nother facet of you that I'd never seen before, and I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it. But
yeah, it's them entertaining.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
They're just like, do it again, do it again, do it again.
I know, but I have to go to sleep with you at night. I'm going to be like...
She's going to be like... She's going to be laying on the bed with this expression. She's just going to be like...
Oh, you mean sound like Principal McVicker?
Oh, I was doing Butthead, but
no, let's do Principal McVicker. Oh no! Is that him? Oh yeah, that's Beavis. Oh no! He's like taking the pills. Oh no! And Beavis goes, oh yes.
I don't want to do too many impressions.
No, let's. Yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble here.
Yeah, I know. But that's just like I'm just picturing like that's my alter ego.
They're just like you need to be VIP before you do that.
I know, right? So let's stop. But yeah, you could just like picture me thinking that like because that really was a scary face you just made. It's like right next to him and he's doing it. I'm like, it's like, like to me he's cute. He looks like a little horse and all that. And then he makes the face and I'm like, oh. yeah, you just scared me just now. I'm gonna have to find some way to get it back.
I'm paying the price later. Watch. She's like,
yeah, he knows the drill. Who do you feel sorry for more? Cast your votes.
oh yeah, I finally got around to watching the second Quiet Place movie. Speaking of scary things, it spooked me every now and again throughout the scenes. I'll admit it. John Krasinski did an amazing job on the second movie.
Okay, you know what?
I'm just gonna say I thought it could have had a better ending. That's just me.
Yeah, and I kind of like. I don't want to do any spoiler alerts. But
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
It was spooky. Well, to me, it wasn't scary enough.
It's more of a thriller. It's not really.
Yeah, it was more of a thriller, but I wanted it to be a little scarier though. I mean, but
if you want scary, I'll take you to see Candyman.
I see him every day.
Her and her candy store jokes.
Oh, you are the Candyman. You're my Candyman. Yes, I would love to go see Candyman with you. He's a movie expert.
Which will get me in trouble if I mention any more movies here.
Yeah, I know. What we're not supposed to do spoiler alerts, right?
We're not supposed to do a lot of things.
Yeah, we're not. Let's see. It's like this.
Like I think after you get monetized and things like that, I think then you can start being like just doing reviews and things like that.
Oh, okay, but yeah, but I mean we're being weird. I mean, at least we can do that. But
I don't mind being weird.
But we're weird every day, so we kind of like we didn't need to rehearse or anything.
That's part of the fun here. I don't like rehearsing. I just like being myself here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think life, I'm an existentialist, so life is like one of those things you shouldn't have to rehearse for. You should just be like, here I am. You either like me or you don't, because you just get to the point where if you're not authentic, people are going to sense that and they're not going to like you. Like, this person is pretending, this person is playing nice. They're pretending to be something they're not. And you know what? When you're like that, people hate you and you're thinking, but I'm being so nice. And yeah, and you think they're going to like you because you're being nice. No, they can tell you like them. They can tell you're being a phony and you're playing nice because someone said you have to be nice to that person. No, just be yourself. Even if you're kind of a jerk, because at least they know where they stand with you and they know you're not faking. So people will actually respect you more. When I just started being kind of mean or whatever and quit like biting my tongue, everyone just started liking me more. I couldn't believe it. It's like,
that's why, because there was a time in my life I would just do that all the time. Now I'm just like, you know what? People are less intimidating these days. That's why I speak whatever. And people are just like, oh, shoot, this guy's a straight shooter here. He's just going to say whatever.
Well, they respect you more, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. When I was nice or whatever, people would decide that I was being shady and not to like me.
Because that's how I have to be in the ring anyway when I do promos and stuff. Like, I'm going to be myself. Like, I'm not going to use like a major gimmick or anything. I'm just going to.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think, you're going to find your niche or whatever, and then you're going to not have to like be phony. Right?
Right.
Yeah, that is one thing that I've learned. I don't know. You get to the point where you can stop being nice about certain things, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm giving myself the permission not to have to be nice about everything.
Oh, and real quick, I have given it some thought, and next time I come to LA region, I'm going to find a hotel with a bathtub because
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. We're in the shower, and I'm like he likes to take.
it's a
like,
shower only hotel, and as nice as it is, I'm just like, I don't think this is gonna cut it.
No, because he and I are both bath people, and I'll soak in the tub for like an hour. Like I'll just be like,
That's how I relax better. I sit in the
Yeah.
tub every time I come home. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm in the tub every day. It's like, here's the best part of the day.
and I know some of you are going, ew, he soaks in the tub. Oh, get over it. Stop being little kids with that.
It's okay. Horses take baths. Horses take baths. So do goats. Goats take baths.
Oh, because most people are like, oh, he sits in his own dirt. Oh, well, that's nice.
But you're not sitting in your own dirt. You're sitting
I
like
usually sit in Epsom salts.
right, and that's not your own dirt. That's just you relaxing, and the water smells good. I know people like, you're sitting in your own dirt. I'm like, I wasn't that dirty to begin with.
Believe it or
It feels
not,
good to just lay there, dude.
believe it or not, we are the most couple of hygienic people you will ever meet.
You would think that we invented OCD, right? Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it like that, but okay.
Well, you think I'm flattering us too much, or
that was a bit of an extra stretch there.
I liked it though. I think I put that kind of funny. No, we are very hygienic people. So.
But anyway, you were talking about
taking a bath.
No, I just wanted to get that out the way before I forgot.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about being straightforward.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's one of those things. If you are not straightforward, people assume you're lying. You know what I mean? Like if you tell a half truth, if you're just not completely honest, if you don't disclose things, if you people will assume you're lying. You don't look people in the eye. There's just a lot of things that if you just kind of dance around an issue, if you are not just come real with it.
Point blank, don't let other people define who you are. Don't let people think you're a suck up or anything like that.
Right? Yeah. Don't be like that. Like, because people take kindness for weakness. Everybody does,
and that's why I can be a little bit mean to people, because that tends to happen back at home.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because people will be like, oh, I wonder what will happen if. I'm just like, do you really want to find out?
Oh, I know. And when I was growing up, everyone told me I had to be nice. I'm like, why? They're going to
have to be nice to everybody.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, like old people and little kids and people with special needs. Yeah, you got to be nice to those people. But
I feel
everybody
like I'm
else,
be a terrible role model after this video.
After the video?
Yeah, people will be watching and be like,
No, because you're an honest person. Why is that bad? Yeah, I mean, you're a good role model. You know, when you're doing the food thing, you're a good role model. I mean, and you are now. You're being yourself. You're not being like.
Oh yeah, that I should mention that I graduated both high school and college. For those of you who are like, oh, what's the point in learning this stuff anyway? Self-published at 28. Just saying. If you stay in school, good stuff happens. Trust me on this one.
And if you don't stay in school, you turn into me.
Why are you gonna scare the children like that?
Just to let them know they have a choice.
You guys do not want to have that. What was the name of that movie? Oh, you guys do not want to have a Mr. Deeds moment. I didn't. I'm not gonna say the line, but most of you guys who watched it know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with education, but there's also nothing wrong with, you know what, starting your own business and doing your own thing. You can educate yourself in every way possible by looking things up and paying attention and asking people things. People you know are smarter than you.
And
ask them questions.
My family is full of entrepreneurs. My mother, when she was back home in Anchorage, Alaska, she was a substitute lunch lady, I believe, and you know, she actually makes her own chapstick from beeswax.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you know, my sisters like to make their own stuff as well. My oldest sister is more of a she and I are YouTubers. I'm not sure if she's doing it right now.
Yeah, I saw one of her videos the other day.
Oh, she did recently?
Yeah.
Okay, so my oldest sister and I are YouTubers, and I think she's trying to do the same thing. I think she's trying to get monetized as well.
Yeah.
Well, you talk to her more than I do.
Yeah, well, she had something. It was just for a few minutes. I think she was just checking in. Sometimes she just kind of checks in, gives kind of like a word or phrase for the day, just kind of a thing to think about. She doesn't do this. She just kind of gives like just kind of, here's a little, you know, moral of the day, and it's always something really, really good. It's very heartfelt, and then she gets off. It's not what we're doing. It's not this.
Well, if it's discussion forum. If she still has them uploaded on YouTube, check out the Queen's Corner.
And it's also Queen Shavaka.
Queen Shavaka.
Mm-hmm. So maybe we should put the description down below.
Well, I'll probably have to find it first before I do that.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm sub to her, so. And she doesn't upload a lot, but she just has the sweetest voice. She just seems like, I haven't met her in person yet, but she just seems like the sweetest person.
Oh yeah, clowns on me a lot.
Well, she's your sister. Well, you're the baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's your job to clown on you.
Goodness gracious.
Well, that's what siblings do. They clown on each other. It's kind of right. But you clown on them too, right?
I haven't got the time.
Okay, but if you did, you would.
Probably.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's how that goes. I clown on anyone who can get away with it.
And my brother, the one I live with, he's actually a game streamer.
Oh, okay. Give him a shout out too.
Yeah, I actually do not know his stream name.
Okay, well, when you find out, put it in the description. See how famous he wants to be, and just kind of see if he wants.
He has the mouth of a sailor. I cannot put his stuff on my videos.
Oh, okay. Well, no, don't stream him. Just if he wants a shout out, just put his name in the description.
He's one of those people who doesn't really like being mentioned in too much stuff.
Okay, well then just leave it be.
Like, he doesn't even have family on his Facebook.
Okay.
My brother's reserved like that. What can I tell you?
Yeah, well, you know what? That's okay. That's who he is. That's who he is. So that's why I don't add like random people on my Facebook, because my family's on there. You're gonna be like, who's this weird person? Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Okay, well, anything else going on?
I was just pretty much stalling for almost 2 hours now.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm kind of done. I mean, I think we've kind of.
I think we got everything situated. Once again, guys, subscribe to my channel. Get the likes up. Like, subscribe, keep notifications turned on. Mm-hmm. Share my videos with people you know. Message me on Instagram, because I check that the most. If you want to have either an interview, talk about speaking about your poetry, short stories, something that inspires you, you enjoy talking about, Because I believe if I do a free live reading of my Pinstrike book in the park, that's gonna get not just me exposure, but you guys as well.
Yeah. Have some fun with this. Share our joy.
Because I will be monetized. Believe that. I'm gonna be very close. I'm not gonna have to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna spend years waiting and all this stuff. I should let you guys know I work different than most people. And some people will probably tell you the same thing. You'll actually see that if you talk to me in person.
Well, it's one of those things where we know we're going to get this one way or another. So just please be a part of it. You know, share our joy, share our journey. You know, I mean, I believe in him because I know he's going to do it. He believes in me. He knows I'm going to do it. So we're a team, you know, whether we get along or not.
Because
every single day.
Because what I want to do is I want to be able to post videos every day rather than every week. She's told me put up at least 2 videos in a live stream. I have had so much fun doing the live streams. I just want to do that instead because it'll have more time for me to read to you guys and talk to you guys and just let you know how my day's going. And probably the only recording I'll do is like just pretty much how my day was or something like that. Like
a daily journal.
Something like that.
Yeah, you can always just talk about whatever. And when I'm around, I can join you if you want.
Because believe it or not, I can spit for at least 20 minutes or more, whether it's live stream or just manual recording.
Okay.
Because YouTube does ask that the videos that want to be monetized, they have to be approximately 15 minutes or longer. You've seen the videos I put up already. They are at least 20 minutes or more.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They want these long videos. They want, they would prefer this. We've been on for quite a while. I mean, if you're still with us, you know, I don't know, you deserve like a trophy and I appreciate it. And I mean, you must really thank you for liking us so much.
And she did tell me she wants to borrow my computer soon.
Yeah, I wanna do my own because I have a channel too, Juliana Catacomb. So I want to
well, I probably wanted to watch a little wrestling first before that happened.
Okay, I can just do mine after that. That's fine. But yeah, we need to let him.
Because I'm just like, I want to see some guys beat the snot out of each other.
Let's do that. Yes, it's always good to see that because that'll put a smile on both of our face. But there's nothing like seeing some violence.
But hopefully, tonight's video entertained you for these past 2 hours. I hope a majority of you guys stayed with us. Some of you were probably like,
well, someone probably walked in the room and they're like, what are you doing? And then you got caught watching us. Like, who are those 2 weirdos you're looking at? Like, and then you're all guilty, like you got caught watching.
Hello, welcome to my channel.
Well, then you got embarrassed because you were watching us. You just wanted that person to leave the room so you can keep watching us. Like, these weird people. But then you realized you liked us, and it's just
like close that computer right now. I don't want to see these weird
people.
You know,
like, and then you're ready to delete your browser history, you know, after you're done watching us. But you know, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be cool.
Yeah, keep those likes up, keep those views coming. Subscribe to my channel. I'm mostly working on getting views right now because
I mean, he really should have more people following him. Come on.
And it's funny because I know more than 30 people, so I'm just like, what gives here?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. So
I'm like, you'll ask me to do favors for you.
Well, no, you know what I mean. It's just, I don't know. Well, I mean, just tell us what you want us to do so we can entertain you.
We're always open to suggestions. Just leave a comment in the comment section.
I mean, there's a limit, okay? But I mean,
sensational vibe only. I cannot stress that enough. I don't need the negativity.
Right. Yes, please. We are not news watchers. We're not toxic. We're not We're not bad people.
You know what I gotta say about the news, man?
I know.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things.
Even if I was joking about it.
Oh, I know. No, I really love curse words.
They're just like, Astral, don't say anything. I'm starting to like you guys on here.
Dude, I mean, like my spirit animal is John Cena. I just, you know, like I like the stuff he says to people because it really resonates with me. So
she was cracking up when we were watching SmackDown the other night.
Well,
because John Cena knows how to trash talk and get under people's skin, and that's what I love about him.
Well, that's like one of my things that I grew up with is like trash talking. That is an art. I mean, you could just walk in.
I was so weak when I was watching it.
Oh, I know. I mean, we were just sitting there like tears coming out of our eyes. No. I mean, you know, we can like watch that stuff for hours, and I mean, let's save that conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Let's watch our thing, and then you wrap it up, and then I'm going to do my show afterwards. And we'll talk about that another time.
And we'll see you guys back in Sacramento. Whether we're here or waiting for our bus line, just feel free to leave a comment anytime. I'm always on social media, checking my messages. Juliana does the same thing. So feel free to be in contact with us and put those thumbs up.
Wow, you're scary.
I'm not trying to sound aggressive about it. Excellent.
Okay. Have a good evening, everybody.
Bye-bye, loves. I'll see you later.